Hello, Bethany here from Just Be Scrap. Welcome. Today I want to share with you my 2013 Halloween mini album. Turned out super cool. I used the envelope mini album tutorial by Laura Dennison on Following the Paper Trail right here on YouTube. Love that. It's a great tutorial. The envelopes that I used are different from the ones she uses. I actually prefer to use the 6x9 catalog envelopes with the pull-in seal. They make for a really nice 6x6 album. I did cover, my covers in the back and the front are from chipboard just to give it some more weight, to give it some more sturdiness to the book. And let's begin. Let me show you some of the details that I made for this book. I used an on the edge die from Tim Holtz right here. That is the Iron Gate die. It is from the Alterations Sizzix collection. I have a black sparkly ribbon on there to kind of offset that and make it really stand out. On the left hand side, the spine side, I used a Martha Stewart felt ribbon. It looks like a spider web. I picked this up a couple years ago at Michael's. I try to incorporate a lot of my older product in with newer product just to get it used up and out the door. I used a mixed media technique on the background before I layered all of my stamped images on. This little skeleton rubbery dude is actually caught between beneath some cheesecloth. And I used a mixed media technique to get him stuck in there, get that cheesecloth really stuck on there so he's not coming off. The stamp collections I used a couple of new of the Recollection stamp collections right here. That is at Michael's. That's their name brand for scrapbooking product is the Recollections stuff. I also used these two bottles, which are from Graphic 45. The first one is the Witch's Brew. That is from the Steampunks collection, the Steampunk Spells collection. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. The other bottle that you see right here on the front with that a little elixir label is from the Curiosity Shop collection of Graphic 45. Great bottle collection in that one. Excuse me, I did a glossy accents on both of the bottles because we know bottles are made of glass, so I wanted them to shine. On this one in the front, I kind of rolled him up a little bit or folded him up so he'd look like he's rounded, just because we know that bottle is going to be round. The one in the back I did not, because obviously he's a square bottle, so he didn't need to be rounded. And that's the front cover, pretty much. The back I left very, very plain. My spider web, kind of gives it a little bit. But that way you don't have to worry about, having anything get messy back there. As you open it up, it opens up like this. Great big label or journaling spot right here. The label die that I used is from Spellbinders. This is the one right here. And I did all of my die cuts from that set. So I have this big guy, big journaling guy, and then I made 3 smaller journaling spots with that same die. And they tuck in here in the side at this pocket. I did add some stamps to each of my dies. This one right here is just a journaling stamp set from Creative Cafe. This is several years old. I believe it's the Labels one, and I do not know if that's still available. I'm not sure. You just have to do a Google search probably. These other ones I used, 2 of them are an Inkadinka-Doo stamp. This one right here, just kind of like a newspaper ad type of thing. Very, very distressed, very grunge. Same with this one. It's just a written word, even though you cannot read the writing whatsoever. And then the last one is a ledger type of paper, and this is from Recollections, which is that Michael's brand. So thought those turned out really cool. They just slide in there on the side like that. This opens up to a flap. This makes another little mini pocket is what I had in mind for that. I used the Tim Holtz vintage cabinet die for that one. That's what the die looks like. My camera is not focusing very well, but as you can see, I cut mine to fit my purposes. So these little sides that come off here are gone. I cut those off. This is actually about half the size that it's supposed to be because I wanted it smaller. I did use the typeset for the RIP. So there's the typeset. That's also a Tim Holtz product. And then I used a Paper Studios fleur-de-lis stamp or a punch for that piece right there. And the Paper Studios is actually the Hobby Lobby name brand for their scrapbooking materials. This book is the only one that's different. When I did it, this was the first one I did, and when I did it, I did it a little backwards. So in between is a hidden pocket in between the two pages. The actual way Laura Dennison shows it on her tutorial is the pocket is right here. The other 3 mini books that I've made all have the pocket inside in here. This is the only one that's on the outside. Actually, I prefer this one over that other one, just because the pockets are a little easier to get to. But they're also, they're just, I don't know, for some reason I just like it better. But anyway, there's the mini book. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same. This is the only one that's a little bit different. But I did the covers the same, inside and outside. The papers are a little different depending on which book you get. But it's all from the same collection. That's the Recollections Midnight Magic collection. It's Haunted. The reason I chose this is because it only has one main color, and that's that color purple. Everything else is black, white, or gray, which I think will go very, very good with Halloween photos because, depending on how your kids dress up, there's lots and lots of colors going on at Halloween time. And I always find it really difficult to match them with paper. So this one, it makes a nice neutral background for all of those colorful photos. So anyway, I hope you like this. If you are interested in purchasing one of these, please check out my Etsy shop. I will have these uploaded very soon for purchase, and thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to comment me. Here on YouTube, you can visit my blog at justbescrap.com, and I thank you so much. Have a great day.